Hey everybody, welcome back. Today we are working on a few things. I want to continue where we left off in the last video, so if you didn't check it out, then feel free to watch the last video to get all the context and then come back to this one. But we're going to be continuing our work on populating the app list. So last time that we were here, we were able to populate the list with the names of app information from an Android simulator. It wasn't perfect, but we're going to worry about filtering the list later. Right now, I want to focus on making sure that the app information that we have um, is properly sent over from the Android simulator. So we were able to do the app name. Now I want to make sure that the usage time can also show, and also that the icons can show, because currently we have them in a byte string, which is an Android class, which is technically just converted to a string that represents a byte string. But now we need to convert it back into an image in Flutter. So we'll see how that all goes. And we're just going to get started here. So the code right now that I'm currently working on is a giant mess. Last time we just kind of copy and pasted a bunch of stuff from a AI generator, AI code generator, to just kind of get code down. And the function names aren't very pretty, like cast object list to map list. Definitely want to rename that in a cleanup video. It'll probably be next video, to be honest. Making sure that code is clean and readable and able to be comprehended by other engineers is super important, because you never really know where your project is going to go, especially if it's something that you plan to spend a lot of time in. You don't know if you're eventually going to get help from other people and if they're eventually going to have to read your code. And so it's important to make sure that code is readable, code is modular, and all of that good stuff. But yeah, for now, we have this list here. It's looking pretty good, but let's see here. I'm not exactly sure why this is printing out all of this. This is probably from the simulator, actually. App time stats. Let's open up our Android Studio and see if we're printing something out. But yeah, while we're waiting for that to load, we'll also try and change the icon. So right now we have it as just this, where is it? We have it as this icon here, like these little squares, and we'll focus on making that a little better. Now I saw that when I was looking this up initially online, that all I need to do is do something like image it, yeah, and then memory, and then that allows you to send in bytes. And so we're gonna see if this works. We don't know if it will. So here we have app list, index, and then the map key name. So I think it's good that we opened up Android Studio. It's going to be icon. It's going to be the name of the key, and we'll see if this works. It does not work. Type string is not a list of view int list. Yeah, that makes sense. All right, so let's see. Yeah, I didn't think this was going to be easy because we're dealing with platform specific Android code, converting it into Flutter. And so it's going to give us a few errors. And so we have to dive a little bit into things like, let's see. Base 64. Yeah, let's try that. Base 64 encoded string into image in Flutter. Will that work? All right, people are saying convert base 64 string into image. Let's see. Okay, it says base 64 decode. That could be, we can try that. Base 64 decode. And I honestly don't even know if this is going to work because this is still not like a uint 8 list in my opinion. But okay. Invalid character at character 88. Okay, so what this is pretty much saying is that our string is incorrect. So we have to say, we have to look at this byte array. All right, let's start with bitmap, Android to Flutter image. This is something that we saw before. See, some people just take the bytes and I convert the bitmap in Java from fingerprint device stream.byte array. So this person leaves it as a byte array and doesn't I wonder what a byte array is. Creates a newly allocated byte array. The current content is the output stream as well, a byte I believe is 8, right? It's a byte 8. I'm pretty sure a byte, yeah, a byte is 8 bits. So does this mean that we don't have to do this second part here? Maybe all we need to do is, okay, is this gonna give an error? Yeah. Let's try toString. Okay. So now this is a byte array. And if it's a byte array, it means that it's 8 bits now, so we don't need to decode it. So let's try this. And we have to reload this because we changed Kotlin specific code. So we have to completely restart it. Okay, string is not a uint 8 list. So it's giving us this again. Let's make it more specific. Android image to Flutter. Just copy this method and give it your list and it will cast and return it. Okay, someone also just turned it into a var. Let's try that. Does that work? All right, let's see. What did I do? Did I break something? Oh, whoops. This needs to be here. Okay. Let's try getting my Android Studio and simulator icons confused. All right, let's see if this works. it still complains that it's a string. I mean, this person sent this back in 2020, so it might be that Flutter is better at um picking up what the type should be, and now that doesn't work. So let's try using a chatbot, and we'll keep looking while we're waiting as well. It might be you can't pass a raw bitmap because it doesn't contain enough information. No, that's not. There's a bitmap here. Flutter bitmap. That could be useful in the future. Let's see. Okay, so it seems like people are doing this uint 8 list thing. So let's try that. We'll do this. It says that it doesn't. It says it doesn't recognize uint 8 list. Kind of weird, actually. Let me see. Okay. Apparently there's another type that we need. Okay, that seems to fix the issue. And let me just make sure this is uint 8 list. So let's try that. And let's see if this works. I wonder if it'll produce something. It does not, and at least we get a screen showing now, but failed to create image decoder with message unimplemented input. Okay. So this is, yeah. So our image is not, you know what it might be? It might be because we're sending a byte array now. So let's try sending the encoded string now and see if that makes a difference. That did not help. Okay. Okay, that didn't help. Let's see. Decode bitmap impl. Maybe I can just copy and paste this. And it'll pull in some information from the web. Because all right, we might need to give it a little bit of context. Getting this code error, and we'll just put that in. That's not something I'm able to do yet. Okay, so we will try to. Oh look, it even gets caught in Android Studio. That's cool. All right, we'll just take one of the errors here, and we'll give it a go. This Stack Overflow didn't really help. Let's try this one. All right, we might have to. What else is there? Asset file memory network. Okay, so it's definitely memory. We might just have to do like we might have to search up how to like naturally convert a bitmap into Flutter. How to get application image bitmap Android into Flutter. Maybe that's something. This code works with compress. Alright, this guy returns a byte array. Not necessarily what we want either. Alright. Every time that I'm unsure where to go, I feel like I just go to the chatbot, see if I can get something working. See, this byte data grabs it from an image list, which we don't want. I don't think we want to save the images. Alright, I think what we have to do is we have to go back to one of these GitHub repos, and we have to see how they get their app information into Flutter. So it's going to be in Android, I believe. It's probably going to be in here. Get installed apps. I don't understand why some code allows me to. Okay, there you go. I was looking for a way to call I was looking for a way to see where certain methods were called, but I guess there's certain things like get package manager. I think this app might be reaching into another app repo. I wish that I knew what I was like. I wish I knew which package I used when I was looking it up in like the other time. I think it was device apps. Yeah, I think it was this one. Yeah, I think this is the one I was looking at before. Definition, get installed apps, get installed packages. It goes through, get app data, definition. All right, how does it store? Oh, here. This is how it draws an image. So it encodes an image, get bitmap. All right, I'm just gonna take this. Get application icon. Do I do get application icon? I do. And I feel like I do this. Get bitmap from drawable. Okay, I don't compress it. Oh, I guess I can compress it when I encode it. Oh, so I don't encode. Oh, no, I do. I technically compress it. Uh, bitmap compress. Okay, I see. So I shouldn't be turning it into a byte array. I should just be converting this encode to base64. String encode to base64. Encode to base. All right, that doesn't work. I wonder why this doesn't work. Encode to base 64. I probably need to import some library. All right, it's base 64. Okay, it is the base 64 thing. So you know what it might be? It might just be that. It might just be no, because it's asking for a byte array. It's asking for a byte string. Android, how to convert bitmap to string. Base 64 encode. Okay, so they do use bytes. Did they use byte array output string? Oh, wait, bows dot to byte array. I don't understand this. If we're compressing a bitmap, then how is this correct? Because this doesn't oh, it compresses it into byte output string. Okay. Okay, this is correct. This is correct. And then I don't think that this is the problem. I think this is fine. I think that I think that maybe when I was looking at this, there was a part that I just didn't look at, which would be, I guess it would be in the Flutter package here. All right, this is just exporting source. This one. We're looking for when it converts the icon. All right, these are just a bunch of streams to listen to the app. All right, nothing here. I don't think any of these are the icon image. Maybe I should just search for icon. Oh, here, found it. It's provided this class will be used to display an image. Simply use image.memory, image.memory.app.icon. Base64.decode. Is that what we do? What do we do? All right, apparently this person just oh, base64. Oh, so he decodes the base64. He doesn't just create a uint list. So base64. Okay, so he just takes the image, right? The icon is a string, and he takes the string and decodes it, and then he turns it into a uint list. So what that means is we can just take this and we can let's try this. Let's try doing what this person does. Base 64, I guess decode, and like that. Okay, let's try this out. No. Okay, invalid character at character 77. There has to be something that we're doing wrong. Format exception. I know that this is the portion. So allocation with icon is, it grabs the string from the map. Oh, okay. So it's to use in conjunction with image.memory. I wonder if this person uses image.memory at all. Okay, let's look for this. I can look through the entire thing, right? Yeah, I can. All right, let's see. Image.memory, and then okay, so apparently for him or this person, they just they're just able to do it like magic. You know what it might be? It might be that we have like those incorrect strings, and no, that doesn't make any sense. I was gonna say that maybe it's because we have those incorrect apps that that don't look like normal apps, and that's the reason why it's causing issues. But for to test this out, let's to test this out, let's do this. Let's refresh this, and we'll make the app list 2 because because I think tethering in YouTube looked normal. So like now we have 2 that are like that are solid. And what if we just do this? Okay, so we still get a decode issue. Okay, so it's not a problem with the specific apps that we have. The problem is that we're not decoding properly, I think. I think that this is different slightly. I think that we'll do this to break the debugger, and then base64 dot decode. Maybe this is like slightly different, you know? Like base64 instead of base64 decode. No, it's not. Okay. It's not. Um I mean, I feel like we copied. Let's get rid of that. I feel like we copied it to a T, so I feel like it should work. Encode to base64. Oh, here, wait a minute. He has an encode to base64 code. That might be the problem. The problem might be that we're we're doing this wrong. All right, so base. Okay, base64, encode to base64. Image compress format quality byte array OS. And byte array OS is just that. It compresses it. It returns base64.encode to string. All right, the only difference here is he does base64 no wrap. So maybe that's the kicker. Uh, Besides that, he encodes it into this string, doing that, and it's pretty much the same. So let's try now. Let's try to do that now. Okay, still an issue. Do I need to refresh this? I don't think so. I think I did that correctly. Yeah, it's still broken. Okay. Does he send the string? He does. This creates a base64 encode to string byte array OS 2-byte array. Yeah, this is exactly what I did. And compress format is PNG, quality is 100. Image he gets from get bitmap. Alright, image he gets from get bitmap from drawable. Maybe we need to do this as well. Oh, do I copy this as well? Create bitmap, intrinsic width, height. Okay, I did copy this as well. Canvas, bound, height, draw, canvas, get bitmap. Alright, so do I use it? Okay, I do use it. What does he do for getting the application info? pinfo dot package name get application icon. Yeah, that's what we do as well. Oh, someone had an exact same issue that I had. Should indicate invalid character of space. White space is not available. Oh, that's weird. Okay, I guess base64.decode dot replace all. I mean, does it just work like that? I don't think so. Okay, it works, but now there's no image. Okay, there's no image because we didn't do image.memory. Image dot. There's a capital I. Memory. All right, let's give this a go. Oh, yes! Oh, I was not expecting that to work. Oh. I surprise myself so much all the time. Okay, cool. All right, cool. All right, you can see all the different icons here. We got hello world. We got where's focus up? Where's our beautiful app? Are we gonna find it? We found it. There you go. There you go. Holy. We actually got it. Wow, that's so random. And it's so weird that like everyone else also got like also found that it was a white space issue. Like, is there an easier way to... I wonder if there's an easier way than to use a regex expression. I know I saw this. I saw split, but that I kind of don't like that as well. I wonder if I can clean up the white space before I send it. It just seems so ugly to have it in here, you know? Is test just a string? Okay, the test is just a string. So I think all right, let's look it up. Let's look up Kotlin how to remove white space in a string. Maybe we can put it into Kotlin before we okay, this seems pretty good. Let's try doing dot replace like that. Okay, and then let's try removing this. Oh, sorry. We have to refresh this because we have new Android code. Okay, it still doesn't work. It may be an issue with sending over data, to be honest. I wonder. Yeah, default and wrap didn't actually matter. So I'm gonna leave this as default. And I wonder if that makes a difference. Yeah, I wonder if this makes a difference. Let's check it out. It's always worth playtesting a little bit to see if you can like try and get it to work. Yeah, no, it's still giving an issue. Okay. I'm pretty sure what's happening here. I'm gonna leave it as default because I don't understand the base no wrap. If you know, feel free to let me know. But yeah, I think it would just be better to clean it up here. I'm also curious to see like I understand why this works, but like maybe we could print out the specific string. Let's see here. Like I don't understand. Like these look like normal strings to me. Like where's the white space? You know what I mean? Flutter, what does this regex expression do? I'm not seeing any problems with how these strings are outputting. Oh, wait, I think I found it. Oh, I found it. I'm pretty sure that this highlight also shows it, but there's like a trailing white space. Uh, should be interpreted as a raw string. Yeah, it's a new white space character. I think what's happening here. Okay, so to explain exactly why this is an issue, I think I understand why. So we're sending data over, and after every single one, because we're like generally, to make sure that you're sending data over safely, sometimes there is one bit, or like one address location. I'm pretty sure it's a bit, that's like known as a safety bit, depending on the language or the framework or whatever. Like, there's a bunch of reasons why a developer would add like a safety bit, but essentially, what is being done here is we are sending a string address And what happens when we send it is to, I guess, like delineate uh or like to mark the end of a byte stream, it'll add an extra piece of white space right here. And the reason why, even if we um like try and replace the white space here, the reason why it won't work, I believe, is because this extra bit only happens when it sends over the data. Like when it must be something that has to do with um the call being invoked in Flutter and receiving a string from from the Android uh from the Android platform or Android specific platform code. I do want to try one more time just because like I don't know, I'm one to not give up. I do want this to be done in Kotlin. Like, but actually the best way to figure this out would be the string there is split across multiple lines. You will need to remove the new lines I've updated. I removed the line, but I haven't. Yeah. I think the best way would be um to look at other people who had this issue and to see if they found like anything else. Like these are all Flutter solutions, but I would like to find something that isn't a Flutter solution. What's the let me clear this out a little bit. Okay, let's see. This is also a base 64 split. Huh. This one is URL that contains after comma as it is defined by. Yeah, that could be another thing. When encoding and decoding to base 64, it might just be the scheme of the data, that there might be like an extra space. That could be another reason. Like that's a pretty good reason. I do want to try and find like maybe one other person. If I don't find anything in these Stack Overflows, I will call it here. Or like call the call trying to fix it here, because at a certain point, like you kind of give your time, you give yourself a certain amount, and then if you can't get it, it's like if you can't get it um and it doesn't affect your work, then it's okay to give up and to maybe tackle it a different day or under a different scope. Like you're going to find a similar problem eventually, so it's okay to let it go. But if it's something that is mandatory, like it's a part of your job or a part of your schoolwork, and you can't just like give up, then in those cases, it's good to just take a break, even if you didn't figure it out, and fiddle with it in your head. Like at this point, like we're like 40 minutes ish in, and like at this point, like I have the problem in my head, you know, like if I were to walk away from my computer, I could still try and fiddle with it and figure it out and try to think about all the different like things I read on Stack Overflow and try and like inspire myself to find a different way to figure it out. But um yeah, but luckily like I got the good case where I figured it out, and if I didn't, then I would just be like, it's okay, I didn't figure it out today, but I would come back and I would try and figure it out again, you know. um but yeah, it doesn't seem like there's anything here. And so what I think I'm going to do is, obviously we get these lists when we're calling information, which would be over here. So I think what we're gonna do here is, after we get this app list and it gets casted, um we want to iterate through a map, and we want to iterate one portion of it. So Flutter, I'm not exactly sure on the exact syntax, so how to iterate through a map, list map. Actually, I think I got it. I don't think I need to write this out. It's for app in app list. Does it not support in? Flutter, I'll do this. Why is this? I thought it was like in, but maybe it's of. For app in app list. I don't understand. Why is it doing this? Let's see. I don't know why this shouldn't be a list of dynamic anymore. Like this should be safe to do this. And define oh. It's silly me. This is supposed to be map string or something. Okay. So for the app, in each one, we want to do app icon. I believe it's icon, right? App icon is equal to. Is this how I set the is this how I set it? Yeah, I think this is how I set it. Let me just make sure that it is that way. Okay, yeah, it is. Okay, so we want to do app app icon, and then what's happening here? Oh, it's probably just being weird because we're still editing it. So we'll do do we want to leave it as a string? Yeah, we do, right? Because basic C4 is its own thing, and that's not a string that we can carry around. Like, we don't know what that's going to be. So we have to decode it in memory all the time. We can do a helper function to decode it and give the image back. So I think I'll do that. But let's, oh, I see. I didn't, let me do this. So dot replace all. They're unsure if I see. So an app could not have an icon. So I'll say if yeah, I'll just say like if app icon something. And we'll say like is not empty or dot is not empty. Okay. It's still giving an issue, so we'll say it's not equal to null. And app icon. Why is it still giving an issue? Okay. It's probably still giving an issue because it needs to be within here. Okay, no. It's still checking. It's checking if it's still null. I think I should do this after the I should do this after the wait function, right? Like this. No, it still says that there's an issue. Um, I mean, I know that I can just make it like a null check like this. Like I could just ignore the null check, but is that really correct? Because I mean, I think it's correct because we're checking if the icon is null. So it should be okay. It should be okay. I wonder if this is asynchronous as well, because this is an await. No, this is correct. So it awaits, it creates the app list. Is it because I mean, this is wrong, right? Like it'll throw an error because this isn't an await function. Okay. I think this is fine. It doesn't need to care about it being asynchronous because this method, like, we only have to worry about asynchronicity if we're dealing with asynchronous functions. So I think that this part of the function, even though it's an async method, it'll still run linearly, which means that it'll run in order. Um, we can see if this works. We can just see, we can like save this and then we can, why, why is this throwing this error now? Oh, is it because I made the app list? I I made this I didn't make this dynamic. That's so weird. Okay, so if it's not dynamic, it throws an error and it says string can't be assigned to string. So it should be okay. I don't think there's any way to this is so weird. So that means that that dynamic does some interesting automatic casting. So how do we do that casting ourselves? It's still like appless. It should cast as a string to string, which makes it confusing why it is now throwing an error. This is so weird. App list, we jump into the list, we get a key. Like, what's the problem? To string? Interesting. Okay, so for some reason, this isn't considered a string. This isn't considered a string. Okay, so I guess it's just being type safe because I thought that was correct. And I thought this was correct as well. So let's try removing this now. That is weird. Let's try refreshing it. Do we still get this error? Okay, we're fine now. It was just being a little bit weird. I'm still confused why we need to do all of this though. Like, at this point, it should be cast. Like, it should be casted to be a list map string string. So this, oh, because it's a map. So we need to do like app dot and then contains key or something, right? Contains key icon and okay, I'm gonna do this and I'm gonna ask a bot why am I getting this error? It seems a little weird. Like, we're in an if block that shouldn't be known no matter what. What if I don't want to use these two methods? It seems a little odd that we should have to. Okay, so it says here that we can do this. Does that fix it? Does not. See, I thought this would fix it. I thought that like explicitly saying null cannot be called on string. Oh. So it needs to be needs to do this. Oh my. Okay. So do we even need this? Do we even need I mean, I think that we still need this if block. But honestly, if this is the case, it'll make a string. No. We should have it be blank because or we should only have it do this if it contains the key, because if we don't check if it has the key first, then this will run, and if we don't have this if block, then what we'll essentially be doing is we'll be setting the icon to an empty string, and you know, when we convert this into an image, it'll be nothing. But and I'm sure that if we do image dot memory, I'm sure that if we did image dot memory empty string, I'm sure that there wouldn't be an issue. But like if I did that, okay, no, it does yell. So it does yell that there's an exception, there's an invalid data, you know. So so yeah, that is incorrect. And yeah, so we don't want that to happen. We don't want to accidentally set a part of our map to an empty string. So this will properly set the loop. We don't need all of these print statements. We'll add a note here because this is a little odd. Cleans up. What should we say? Cleans up. Received icon. Byte stream. Each byte stream sent over adds a extra white space or as a safety bit. I'm also gonna write not sure Okay, I'm not gonna say all this. I'll say adds an extra white space for unknown reasons because we don't know. And we need to clean. We need to remove it. This is okay. What do I have for? Is it Control Alt? Question Control? No. Control Shift. I don't remember what my key was for making comments. All right, I'll just look it up. It's I know that I had a key for cleaning comments. Oh, format comment. Control. Is it Control Alt C? Control Alt C. Oh yeah, Control Alt C, that's it. Okay. So we'll try this again. Okay, cool. It does. Just to make that look a little nicer, received icon byte stream, each byte stream. I'll say byte stream. No, I won't because I'm not gonna remember it to string. I should remember it to string. I mean, it says to string. Cool. So we have the images. We have the images, which is great. I think this is a good place to stop for now. And in the next video, we'll focus on also showing the usage stats. I don't know if I want the usage stats here, but we might as well just do it just to show that we can do it. And then we'll take it out. And yeah, actually, you know what? I'm already here. We'll just do it here. So for example, if we wanted to use daily usage time, because the daily usage time, I don't know if it's going to be, honestly, I don't know if it's going to be on this page. So we'll just do daily usage time. Boom, there you go. It shows the usage time. We'll focus on converting it when we're actually using it. But for now, I think this is good enough. So thank you guys for coming and watching the stream. I hope that this was super helpful, just watching me hit my head against the metaphorical desk and trying to figure this out. But yeah, if you like the content, then make sure to subscribe so you don't miss out on the next video that comes out, where we will be... What was I saying? Oh, we will be cleaning up all of our code. And then if we have some time, we'll also be converting our usage stats to look pretty and nice and something that users would love. So yeah, thank you guys for coming. I'll see you in the next video. And yeah, subscribe so you don't miss out. Peace.